Helpful for life.
For the drip pans, fun fact for you, they're also called reflectors because they reflect heat back upwards towards your pan. Anyways, drip pans are likely to be part of the dirtier part of your stove because they catch the drips. And this is especially true if you don't clean them very often. The nice thing about drip pans, however, is that you can just throw them all in the sink, soak them in a bunch of hot, soapy water, and then scrub them just like dishes. If they're particularly nasty, here are some other approaches you can try. You can apply a baking soda and water paste, let it sit for a while, and then clean with vinegar. You could also try cleaning with Barkeeper's Friend. It's a household cleaner that many people swear by. Some people use oven cleaner to clean their drip pans. You can either spray and scrub, or some people even spray and let it sit in a trash bag overnight before scrubbing so that chemical has more time to work. Of course, read the label to make sure it will be safe on the material you're using. Another option is to take all of those drip pans, throw them in an empty garbage bag, and pour in some ammonia. Then you'll want to tie that garbage bag closed tight and put it either outside or in a well-ventilated area. Let it sit overnight so those magic fumes have some time to work. The next day when you take them out, they should scrub clean much easier. And lastly, some people will take some steel wool or they'll do that little aluminum foil ball trick that we talked about earlier. Don't do that on porcelain drip pans though, it could damage the surface. That's enough solutions for now. By the way, if a drip pan is just too far gone, you just can't save it no matter how hard you try. Hold a little vigil, a moment of silence, and remember those drip pans. Then, you don't have to do all of that, but you can buy a drip pan for as cheap as like $5, so it's really not that big of a deal. Lastly, here's a hack to make the cleaning much easier next time. Buy some drip pan liners. It's a piece of an aluminum that catches all of the gunk instead of it going into the drip pan itself. You can then wash that aluminum piece or simply recycle it and put in another one. They only cost about $1. Alternatively, you could wrap your own drip pans with aluminum foil. Just make sure that you cut out any holes. Now, some people recommend that you shouldn't use drip pan liners or aluminum foil, claiming that it could lead to electric or fire hazards, but there are a lot of other people who have done this for many, many years with no issues. So do it at your own risk. The last area to clean is under the hood. Now, not all stovetops do this, but like the one you see on your screen, some of them lift up kind of like the hood of a car, hence the name I gave it. The nice thing about this area is that no one really sees it, so it doesn't have to be perfect. However, don't let things build up down there or it could actually lead to electric or fire hazards. If you ever have a pan overflow or any type of major spill, you should definitely clean out this area. Fortunately, it's pretty straightforward to clean since it's usually just a flat piece of metal. You can simply use some hot soapy water or a multi-purpose spray of your choice. For the tougher spots, let that cleaning liquid soak on there for a little bit, or maybe you need to go at it with a plastic scrubber. Some people will even use steel wool down here, although we didn't confirm whether or not this was safe, so do that at your own risk. And that's it. Whew. Finally, assemble everything back together. Give yourself a nice little pat on the back. Now, for daily cleaning, you don't have to do this whole rigmarole. Just simply clean off the surfaces using soap and water or the corresponding cleaners. By the way, a lot of the coils you can simply lift up so you can clean underneath them without having to completely remove it. Just do us both a favor and do one of the deeper cleans before it gets really nasty. Well, that's it for the electric world. Let's go through the fire and flames to the gas stove.